Test. 1, 2, test. Test is going Dutch Radio Network, guys. And we're live. And we're back. Test. Test.
Guys, I just want to say that I was on YouTube a lot recently. I get on there all the time, and I listen to Michael Bolton. I listen to a lot of different bands, but I was scrolling down, and I typed in Dutch. I just was looking for the movie Dutch, and basically what happened was I saw Dutch Radio Network, which you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I started watching it. I enjoyed what I saw, what I heard, and I said, hey, I have to follow these guys, and now I am on the show. I kid you not. Your dreams can come true, and you can be on Dutch Radio Network as a guest. You're not going to be a main star like us, but you can be a guest. That's one of the places you can go to watch Dutch Radio Network is on YouTube. I'm going to let this guy to the left of me tell you where else you can find Dutch Radio Network. Thank you.
I'll be honest, the first time I realized Going Dutch Radio Network was the best podcast, not only in St. Louis of motherfucking Missouri, but in the whole United States and the whole world. It just blew my mind. I mean, it just absolutely blew my mind. They have the best Facebook page ever. I mean, oh my God, I could just go on and on. You know, if you guys ever go on their website, goingdutchradionetwork.com, it is like the best fucking website ever. And I was once on the show, and oh my God, like, I almost passed out. Like, the camera's on me, and I was just feeling so good but nervous, and I was a little hard. But
it's okay. That's the way I felt the first time I was on the show.
Yeah.
Okay? But now I'm kind of a regular on the show, and I really enjoy it a lot.
You guys are a bunch of Nancy fucking Pantsy boys. Let me tell you something. I listen to Going Dutch Radio because I like their kind of talk. They talk straight and they talk forward, and that's why I listen to fucking Going Dutch goddamn radio.
All right, guys, so look up Going Dutch Radio Network, like us on Facebook, and subscribe.
YouTube and Twitch.com.
Whatever they just said.
All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. That's right, guys. Going Dutch Radio Network. I am CJ, your host, and the crew with me today, to the right of me, if you're looking at the camera, it is Blue. How's it going, Blue?
Not bad. Feeling good.
All right.
Feeling pumped up for this.
Wow, good. All right, and
Fucking pumped. No. Seriously, I'm really pumped.
like, how pumped are you?
Like I am just keep going. Just talk to the other guy. I can't even explain how pumped up I am.
Well, I have a name, Blue.
All right, on that note, the man to the left of me, his name is Candy. How's it going, Candy?
It's going pretty good.
So pumped.
I'm just as pumped as he is. Well, maybe not as pumped.
I
as
am
he
so
is,
fucking pumped.
but a little pumped.
God, I feel like there's a lot of pumping going on.
I actually have a few questions. I was actually wondering how the show came about, Dutch Radio. You never actually shared it with our viewers. Maybe you have, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Yes. So me, CJ, that's right. I am CJ, the host. I decided during conception that I wanted to start doing a online podcast where we could do it live at least, once a week and be able to kind of have archive podcasts to watch because I thought it'd be fun to talk about politics, conspiracies, controversies, and so forth. And that's really how it came about, if you want me to be honest. It's that simple. And within about 3 weeks, I think, we got all of the equipment. We got everything. Microphones, mixers, computer software, everything, people. You have no idea how much this shit costs.
Including
It's ridiculous.
the table.
Oh, no,
And the
we're
table.
getting a new table.
We're getting a
here
new
soon.
table now?
We are getting a new table, just like we got a new projector.
We're moving up in the world here.
What
We
kind
are.
of table are we going to get? I like this table.
We're going to get a rectangular table that looks just like this one,
Ooh.
but it's smaller.
Can I put my gum under it? Because that's what I like to do with my gum.
I would advise against that. It has sentimental value to me.
Okay, I won't
It
do
is
it.
my table, but it's our table now for the show.
Can I put my penis on it occasionally?
Speaking of labels and penises, I don't know how that was a good segue. I want to talk about how we got our names on the show, our nicknames on the show. So, Blue, would you like to talk about how you got your nickname? And can you explain it?
It's a very interesting story. I showed up on my first day here, and I was wearing a lot of blue. And then one of the two guys who used to be on the show was like, hey, that guy's wearing a lot of blue, so they call me Blue.
That is actually a pretty good name.
I mean, it is, and you don't understand, folks. Blue,
It's better than my name.
to the right of me, always on the camera. I mean, my God, he has never not worn blue, ever. I don't know
Never.
if it's a
Never
fashion
not worn.
statement or if he's just really into it. But
I'm not a Democrat, though.
anyways, to the camera's left, as always, is Candy. And Candy, how did you get your name? How'd your name come about?
Do you even know?
I know my name.
So,
Okay, it wasn't my choice, but it was kind of interesting the first day at work here because this is kind of work.
Wow.
Every Saturday
this
night.
becoming a job, man.
I said, "What should my nickname be?" You guys were naming out names, and then someone said Candy. I don't know if it was you, CJ, or Blue, but
I think it was me.
Was
but-
he?
I was thinking something sweet, and I was looking at him like,
yeah, he's like Candy. So I said, "You know what? That's fine.
Some sweet
It
candy.
doesn't really matter what my nickname is, but Candy has kind of stuck with me.
right. I mean, I remember Blue first said Blowjob Betty. I'm like, let's go a little,
It
less.
has to be appropriate.
Exactly.
And we can sell candy while we're talking about me.
Right, exactly.
You should sell candy.
All right, guys, don't forget to watch Going Dutch Radio Network. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We are on commercial break. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Please like and subscribe to us on Facebook and look us up on our own website. That's right, guys. We have a www.goingdutchradionetwork.com. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
take a peek in my head, past the promise, past regret, to the place where I hide. You could come inside in your face and your ears, all my hopes and my fears. I'm a freak and a fake. You could take me or leave me. This is true, as true as it needs to be. I found something that works for me well. I'm surrounded by assassins I can't see without my glasses. I'm afraid they're whispering things about me that are mean from now on. Things might get weird, don't settle in. Or shed a tear, well. You should laugh, you should cry, you could close your eyes and go to sleep and have a dream where you're gentle and sweet and well fed. I found love and charity. I found something that works for me well. You should laugh, you should cry, you could close your eyes and go to sleep and have a dream where you can't feel a thing. You
Guys, I just want to say that I was on YouTube a lot recently. I get on there all the time, and I listen to Michael Bolton. I listen to a lot of different bands, but I was scrolling down, and I typed in Dutch. I just was looking for the movie Dutch, and basically what happened was I saw Dutch Radio Network, which you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I started watching it. I enjoyed what I saw, what I heard, and I said, hey, I have to follow these guys, and now I am on the show. I kid you not. Your dreams can come true, and you can be on Dutch Radio Network as a guest. You're not going to be a main star like us, but you can be a guest. That's one of the places you can go to watch Dutch Radio Network is on YouTube. I'm going to let this guy to the left of me tell you where else you can find Dutch Radio Network. Thank you.
I'll be honest. The first time I realized Going Dutch Radio Network was the best podcast, not only in St. Louis of motherfucking Missouri, but in the whole United States and the whole world. It just blew my mind. I mean, it just absolutely blew my mind. They have the best Facebook page ever. I mean, oh my God, I could just go on and on. You know, if you guys ever go on their website, goingdutchradionetwork.com, it is like the best fucking website ever. And I was once on the show, and oh my God, like, I almost passed out. Like, the camera's on me, and I was just feeling so good but nervous, and I was a little hard. But
It's okay. That's the way I felt the first time I was on the show.
Yeah.
Okay? But now I'm kind of a regular on the show, and I really enjoy it a lot.
You guys are a bunch of Nancy fucking Pantsy boys. Let me tell you something. I listen to Going Dutch Radio because I like their kind of talk. They talk straight and they talk forward, and that's why I listen to fucking Going Dutch goddamn radio.
all right, guys, so look up Going Dutch Radio Network, like us on Facebook, and subscribe.
YouTube and Twitch.com.
Whatever they just said.
I'm not falling, I'm just getting started, and I'm finally on my way. This is the end of the old time, and that good luck feeling is what I'm feeling. And I woke up in the morning today. Could be the sunshine in my eyes, could be you right by my side.
All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. And we're back, people. We're back. Podcast number 15. Is that right? 15?
Hello. I don't think I'm on it.
It's a special
Yeah, I'm on it.
edition.
It is a special edition, people. We are kind of randomly doing this podcast, I feel like, a little bit.
Well, I mean, that was a plan to do it at 6, but we're not doing it until 7:50.
Here we go again.
The 4th
as
of
always.
July.
It
And
is.
We're waiting for Dave.
Yes, we
There's
are.
Dave.
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the stars have aligned, people. It is Dave.
He's waiting for the fireworks, but the fireworks are in his pants.
All right, guys. So we're pretty much doing the special podcast only for him. That's right. We're going to make it as awkward and weird as possible. Dave, look out for the cables and wires. Don't hit anything. It wouldn't be good.
He don't even have to take off his sunglasses.
No, he's keeping them on.
He's that cool.
He is that cool. All right, guys. Going Dutch Radio Network podcast number 15. 15 people. We've been doing this for almost 4 months. 4 months. It's pretty amazing. So what do we want to talk about? Because we didn't do an outline for the show.
Well, actually, we're going to talk about the 4th of July and fireworks.
That's all we're going to talk about?
No, not fireworks. Why don't we just go around and talk about what we're thankful for this country?
Really?
Yeah.
Let's start with you, Blue, because you seem the most patriotic / unpatriotic person ever.
Nah.
Yeah, it's only a 30-minute show, so let's go around. Go ahead. You
Do
start,
it.
Blue.
Do it, Blue.
I don't want to go first
I'll go first.
Do it.
because I'm an American. That's why.
No. I'll go
Really?
first. I'm thankful.
That means
I'm thankful that we have a president in office that actually cares about the American people. and he's really trying hard, and he's trying to follow through with everything he wants to do, but he keeps getting fought on it constantly, and I hope he gets reelected. So, Trump, you have my full support, and to anyone who doesn't like him, that's fine. That's your right. That's all I got to say.
Really?
I thought you were a Trump supporter.
I am a
hold
Trump
on,
supporter.
real quick, Dave. Dave, you got to get that mic right in your mouth. Literally, it's almost got to be touching. You can grab the mic if you want. If you just want to grab it.
Let me smell it when you're done.
Yes, right up to it.
I thought you were a Trump supporter.
Well, I am to some degree. I don't want to suck his dick like this guy over here, but I feel
I
like
don't know about that.
we're gonna wait and see what happens. He says a lot of things, but I'm waiting for shit to.
You were
actually
more of a
happen.
Trump supporter than I was during the election.
Well, I was because he's going against Hillary. I mean, did he? Do you guys want to see Hillary win?
No, I
Here's the
wasn't.
thing.
Jesus
I wa-
Christ.
Hold on, real quick. Before he grabbed the pussy, I absolutely thought, yeah, this guy, we need a change.
Did
you
he?
know what I mean?
Did he
A
actually do
change
that?
from what?
And
Obama?
before he grabbed the pussy,
Everyone-
I thought, yes, this
Oh,
is the
before-
guy.
before that happened.
This
I
is the
gotcha.
guy.
Oh,
Like,
be
we
quiet.
need a change.
Everyone dropped their suits.
Really?
They were all allegations.
Is Trump not allowed to grab a pussy?
Well, I guess he is, Dave. But I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing. Okay.
Yeah. What's
It's
wrong
fu-
with it?
it's
They're just
fu-
words.
As far as like responsibility, and you think of the president as someone being above
John F. Kennedy.
What-
Can we
what
talk
about him?
about how many women he slept with? Well, he used to have 2 women come to the White House while Jackie was in Europe or something, and he goes skinny dipping with them in the fucking presidential pool in front of everybody. John F. Kennedy. So I don't know. He's fallen in the very
Enough said, huh?
Bill
yeah,
Clinton?
I mean, come on.
No, Trump has
Bill
always been
Clinton,
like
too.
this.
Fuck.
He's the top business guy too. He's always had women around him. So
Sure he has. And look, I mean, look at Bill Clinton. Let Hillary stay with him, and I guess they refused to come out and said they have an open relationship.
Yeah, you can't be against Trump because he fondled some pussies.
doesn't he own
Allegedly.
What's that beauty pageant?
Yeah,
Whatever
I don't
it is.
even know.
The
Miss
the-
America.
Yeah,
He
Miss
owns
America.
that. That's
and-
his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, but if I'm not mistaken, he wasn't able to do the last one because he was the president, right? If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Like,
In fact, they changed it. They're no longer judging the girls on their looks; they're judging them on their character.
Oh, it's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's no longer about their breasts or
Yes.
their
Yes.
aesthetic beauty. It's all about
You're not.
what they say.
So are they still doing the swimsuit part where like they walk through with their bikinis on, or are they
I have
not
no
doing
idea.
it
Nick
anymore?
just took a picture of me. That's fine.
Hey, it has to go on the website.
So what? Are they fully clothed now, like in trench coats, and they all have to look exactly the same with like they all have a hat and sunglasses like Dave has on, or something? What's going on?
That's probably what they're trying to get at. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, gender neutral.
They can just be behind
Interesting.
like a big wall, and they can just ask them questions, and you can figure out which chick you like the most.
That one has the nicest
Hey.
voice.
It'd be like the dating game.
Guys, this is Independence Day, 4th of July.
It
you
is.
You can hate Trump. That's fine. That's your right because it's Independence Day.
Well, I think more substantially, we need to talk about what we think about the country at this moment in time. What do we think?
I
What do you think?
think
Go to you. I'm sorry, CJ.
I personally believe that America's doing okay. I think it would do better without Trump, personally.
Why?
Because we need someone
Like who?
normal.
He's
Get-
stirring the pot, which is
Give
good.
me
You
a
got to
s-
stir the pot every once in a while.
He's
and
unlike any
he-
president.
he's doing it. He's doing the right thing.
Sure he is. He's absolutely. He's trying. Unlike a lot of presidents in the past, Republican and Democrat.
See, the number one thing I hate is that he sends these tweets, which he hasn't done much lately
It's
because he
immature.
got so much criticized.
Immature.
Yes.
I agree with you on that.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that he is not fit to be president. He just needs to grow up a little bit.
See, this is what's so sad about it is that we equate our country with the president. One man is going to determine how we think of our country. Our country is supposed to be a bunch of people from north to south, west to east.
Yeah.
It's not about one man. It's not about one woman.
Here we go. It's about to get deep, people.
What do we think about the country in our own personal lives? Are we happy with it or does it need to change? What do you think?
I think it needs to change.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, are we really in a good spot? We're how many $1 trillion in debt? This country?
It's a lot of debt. Absolutely.
So do you think after all this is said and done, after his first term, his hopefully there's not a second, do you think that is he going to get the deficit up, or is he going to get the country more in debt? Or
I don't
less in
think
debt?
we
What do you
can.
think?
I really don't think we can say he's going to make it go more in debt or less in debt. I think we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, 4 years, you're not going to cut down trillions of dollars of debt. Okay, so while you didn't cut the deficit down, let's blame Donald Trump for everything. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, let me ask you this too. Trump is coming to all these tariffs. I guess everyone's talking about tariffs. why is Trump the only happy one? Every other country in the world is so pissed off right now. That means something. It means we have something they don't have, and they want it, and that's what Trump's sticking with.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, no, I
They
totally
are
agree
all
with the tariffs.
totally pissed
I
off.
agree with them.
Blue, real quick, what are tariffs?
Tariffs is a tax you impose on another country that's trying to export products to us.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, which I
So
mean,
you're making whatever they're sending to us more expensive.
right. So does that include like foreign cars and shit too? Like every foreign car ever
Everything,
made?
everything. Which is
Pretty crazy.
Which is why I voted for Trump, by the way.
Right.
And I don't like to talk about who I voted for, but
Why?
I talked about it 1,000 times.
Why not? You don't have to be a dick about it. Just say who you voted for.
Because I want to tell the truth. I don't want to just vote for some asshole and then back him up every fucking.
You don't have to agree
like
with them
you,
on everything.
obviously.
No. Hold on.
You have Trump's dick in your mouth.
I already said that he's immature.
Does it
with,
taste good?
I said he's immature with his tweets.
Yeah.
Okay. But you cannot tell me that Hillary Clinton would do a better job.
No, I don't think so.
Here's
No,
the thing.
I don't think so.
I think she'd do a better job
I
as
think
far
you're
as.
right.
Okay, do you think it's a good idea that?
She would not be sitting down with North Korea and solving that problem.
Trump is in office and he needs to be criticized 100% by voters, by people who voted for him. Do your job. do it well.
2020 will tell. If he gets reelected, then the public has spoken.
No.
Period.
I don't know.
I
He'll get
want to
reelec-
see.
He will get reelected.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you.
I want to see if these tariffs do what he wants them to do. That's
And-
what it's all
and
about.
he'll get reelected because the left just won't shut up. I mean, seriously.
We need to get rid of NAFTA. NAFTA was a North Atlantic Free Trade Agreement, and that was where we got rid of tariffs with Mexico primarily. And that's why all the jobs from the Rust Belt went to Mexico. And they said, well, if those jobs go to Mexico, Mexico's going to do really well. Well, the fucking drug cartels are in Mexico right now. So there's nothing wrong with tariffs. I think tariffs are a good thing, and we're going to see something good out of it. And if we don't, then I'll shut the fuck up.
Interesting.
And Trump will too, hopefully. Well, he probably won't, but I'm just saying.
He's been the same way for 70 years. He ain't shutting up.
This is a big experiment,
gonna
people.
happen.
This is a big experiment. We're gonna see. Cody,
CJ
CJ, I'm really disappointed you're not saying shit here.
in glasses.
Here's the thing.
You are our left guy, and I appreciate that. And I want you to be left.
But
I
is he
know.
really?
Where's the
But-
left?
Because he's really not. I think
Where's
he's
the
more.
voice? Where's the voice?
I think he's more in the middle.
I try to be.
I don't want you to be in the middle.
Here's the thing. It's not that I even try to be. I just like. I agree with some of the right and some of the left, and I don't feel like I should be 100% fucking left and 100% fucking right.
Well, I
Just
think you need to be left.
Believe it or not, I'm not 100% left or right. I voted for Obama twice, Bush the first time, and Trump the last time.
Well, now Trump has so much power. I almost feel like I got to be fucking left. Maybe I'll be left. I have no idea.
Dave,
so
Dave,
much power.
Dave,
I don't think so, buddy.
Dave, did you vote in the last election?
I've never voted.
Smart guy.
Okay.
Smart
So
guy.
do you? Who,
So when I talk to people about like this,
If
like,
so-
we have
if
no
so-
say so. Well, I still do.
if somebody put a gun to your
Yeah.
head during the Trump and Hillary election, who would you had to pick? If you had pulled the trigger and put it on,
I
one
already
of them,
know
who?
that.
I would have picked Trump.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Hillary
No.
is Hillary. Look at her. No one wanted her. I can't believe anybody wanted her.
So,
to be
are you trying to say that Trump is better looking than Hillary?
president. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Trump speaks.
He's got a big orange ass.
Trump speaks his
Why
mind
not?
and he calls people out. He's not right all the time, but most of the time he is, and people just can't handle it. Like, oh my God, I hate him. Well, you hate him because he's speaking the truth, regardless if you don't like him or you think he's immature.
He's a businessman, and he's not all about the whole politics thing. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
He doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, put that mic right directionally in your mouth.
I'm not eating.
No,
that.
no, no. Like, just point it.
Right there.
There it is.
What is
It's unidirectional.
What is Dave's radio name?
Glasses.
Glasses?
you
Fine.
go.
Glasses.
One arm Willie.
It's
Stud.
official. It's official.
Jonathan. I don't know why. All right, so there's one video I want to play real quick, and I haven't seen it in a while, so I definitely want to take a look at it. Are you sure you wish to exit? No. Oh my God, that would have been bad. I would have just exited.
Yeah,
out of
let's play
everything.
something that was found 13 years ago. The only thing they could get on Donald Trump during the election. The
good
only
What does
thing.
this have to do with the 4th of July?
This is America, people.
I couldn't get the
Politics, 4th of July.
And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
Jeez, your girl's hot as shit.
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald is good. Oh, my man.
The question is, was he sucking his dick while they're on the bus?
Who? The
Billy,
driver?
Billy, what's his name?
You gotta get the thumbs up.
Is there like a towel?
Graphic content.
You and I will walk in.
Because no man has ever said this.
It says the distortion
Ever.
of the video they obtained. All right, guys, we are watching Trump talking about grabbing him by the pussy. Why is it so
Yeah,
quiet?
that's it, with the gold. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
I mean, what guy has never said that? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and that's the only thing they could find on him. They've been trying to bury this
Just like,
president.
it's like a magnet. Just
I love it.
And when you're a star, they let you do it.
It's total
You can do
locker
anything.
talk.
Grab them by the pussy.
You can do
Do
it.
anything.
So
he had a few drinks.
I am
whatever.
fucking disgusted.
Wow.
You know what I find
While
pretty
laughing.
interesting? Who's the guy that was interviewing him or talking to him?
Billy Bush.
Billy Bush.
And he's still one.
Which is ironic. His last name's Bush.
Right. What I find pretty ironic is like, do you know he got fired, that Billy Bush guy, from like all of his TV,
He's, working at Steak and
Jobs?
Shake right now. I don't know.
It's fucking depressing,
good,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Think
sad.
about it. It is. It is fucking sad.
He was just playing along with them, I mean, what are you going to do?
right.
He's probably doing fine now that Donald's president.
So,
Real quick,
Cody, you were
CJ, Jesus.
you were the host.
I am. All right, there's one thing I want to talk about. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live normally Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central. You can watch us on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, and of course now iTunes, people. Going Dutch Radio Network is on iTunes. Go on your Apple fucking device, go on iTunes, and look up Going Dutch Radio Network, people. We're on there. And please subscribe, please. It really helps. It really does. We almost hit 1,000 followers now on Facebook. And on that note, I want to talk about one more thing. Dave, you like to talk about space stuff and butt stuff. Which one would you rather talk about between the two?
Lord have mercy. We were talking about space stuff earlier.
Can't hear you. What?
Butt stuff.
We were talking about space stuff earlier.
Oh, butt stuff's more entertaining.
It is, but I
when
feel
we
like we
got
can
the
only
Sloss Brothers.
we can only go so far with it. So let's talk about something space, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What were we talking?
Butt stuff.
What were you guys talking about earlier upstairs
Jesus.
above the studios?
9/11.
No.
Now we're talking about, he was talking about the idea that there might be aliens who are, watching us from a very distant planet, and they're seeing a very delayed video of our history where even though they're watching us presently, they're only seeing the dinosaurs because of the delay in the time-space continuum.
This was an argument
Right.
that was with Ken. Ken believes
Let's
if
describe who
we-
Ken is to
Ken
the
is
audience.
our stepdad.
Did he vote for
Stepdaddy.
Trump?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ken, if you're watching right now, you need to call in and you need to let us know who you voted for.
636-926-6945.
Ken.
It was pretty hardcore. I
Wanna
mean,
know.
he was getting a little angry with me about this, but
Really?
according to Ken,
can
he
take 'em.
thinks if someone is millions of light years away,
Right.
zooming in on Earth, that they see exactly what we are doing at this present moment.
Okay.
I said, Ken, that's not the case.
So he doesn't understand that light travels only at the speed of light. So that if you're millions of light years away,
Let's hear what Glasses has to say.
Let's hear, Dave.
Well, that's what confused me even more. He's like, I understand it takes a little time for the light to travel, but he still thinks it happens instantaneously, which made no sense. to me.
Where's
So
his
it was-
evidence?
It was hard to prove him
But
wrong
now-
because he agrees with me a little bit, but not about what he's actually looking at.
But Ken is a God-fearing man, correct?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is.
You ever sat down and got to get to know your stepdad?
No, he tried to.
We have these arguments when we get drunk about weird shit like this,
People
like traveling and
So
yes.
me and Dave are related, and every single time there's a family event, there is an hour and a half of arguments, bitching, and screaming at each other about simulation theory, space stuff, and a whole lot of butt stuff.
So what's the butt stuff? Let's speak briefly on that. I don't.
Yeah, who came up with butt stuff?
It was just a joke.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I
We
thought
don't
were-
want to go with that. We only got a 30-minute show. That's going to go for 12 hours because then we're going to play our.
Well, we don't get Glasses over here that often.
We don't.
Well,
We
let's
don't
ask Nick, because he tends to disagree with me quite a bit on stuff that I talk about.
But you know what? No, he's been a lot. And I've even
No,
called
I've
him
seen
out
you on
it.
this show, and
Who,
he's.
me?
I think we're starting to make you understand there's more than what you think is actually out there, possibly.
And by the way, Glasses, his name's Candy.
I would say
Candy.
that you're making me think about it a little bit more.
I remember one time I asked you, what's the farthest thing into space that's out there? And you said Pluto.
I was joking.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you were not.
You're lying.
Prove it. Fight,
I don't
fight,
know.
fight.
I don't know what the. I don't know.
Well,
what the
I don't
furthest thing
either.
is.
Yeah, but I knew it was farther than Pluto.
Yeah.
If it's real,
I think
that's
it's
a whole nother conversation.
I think it's fascinating that there could be something else out there, but nobody knows for sure.
Now, there's one thing that I brought up several shows ago. I don't know if you were in the podcast or not, Blue, but we talked about the simulation theory that
Simulation, yeah.
that it's not necessarily a natural thing.
Natural.
We are technically almost in a video game. Dave,
A
can
video
you
game.
Dave, can you kind of explain that a little bit? And don't you believe in that a little bit?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start.
Let's start anywhere.
Well, someone start an argument, and I'll fight back. I
Okay,
guess.
so apparently, and I actually kind of believe this too. Simulation theory means that imagine thousands of years from now, people, thousands of years. Technology today, virtual reality, and when you put on those goggles, and
Yeah.
it's so lifelike nowadays.
I wanna do
in
that.
2018 to the point where if you feel like you're about to fall off a cliff in this game, you literally feel like you're falling. People will literally fall. Why
That's
not?
fun though.
Okay,
I
so
mean, we gotta do that.
imagine thousands and thousands of years from now. Imagine when technology gets so good that you can smell in the video game. Everything feels 100% real in this video game environment, right? And it's going to feel better than real life.
So, but
Like Avatar.
Almost, yes.
your entire theory comes from empirical evidence, which is from the five senses.
Here we
so
go.
you're suggesting the fact you arrived at this conclusion from the five senses is that the five senses are not actually something you can use to conclude a scientific
Wait a minute.
theory.
They did that with James Cameron's Avatar, the movie. It's pretty much the same thing what we're talking
There's
about.
multiple movies that go into it. So there's many scientists that, and it's not because it's scientific theory, but that believe in this.
I mean,
and
I'm
here's
just
the reason
saying.
why. So imagine thousands of years from now, whether life gets a lot better for humans or not. Virtual reality is going to become more and more and more advanced to the point where it's going to be lifelike. To the point where you would rather be in the video game all day, every single day, instead of real life. It's possible. So on that note, why not build a whole Sims game where everybody loves you and everybody likes you, and everybody in this game is actually us?
Yeah. It's like the movie. What is it? Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player
It's the
One,
same thing.
whatever the fuck
Everyone's
it
on-
is.
Yeah.
Haven't
But
seen
you're
it.
assuming that our technology is going to reach that point, though.
Yes, absolutely. I
You
think
really think it'll get to the point where you can live an entire life. You're just some guy laying on the ground or something, hooked up to all these, wires,
Absolutely.
and that you're going to be in this
Well, that
completely
will
different world.
That will happen.
think about it. Computers
That will happen.
computers have doubled in invention. It's doubled as far as how much RAM, how much processing, graphics double every single year since 1973.
Those
So
graphics
imagine-
look pretty bad still. I mean, I was watching Jurassic Park today, the 1993 one.
1993,
and
dude.
it looks better than the one that just came out a couple weeks
Easy.
ago.
How do you
I
know?
agree with you.
I wanna
on
be
that one.
honest.
I do
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I agree with
I
you.
mean,
You
come
haven't
on.
even seen the new one.
Fake. No,
I saw the previews.
First off, okay,
it's pretty shitty.
and it's better,
actually.
by the way.
here's the thing: the
I
new
like
CGI.
it.
It's just like watching a real. Let's say you're watching King Kong, and the guy's in a gorilla suit. Like it's a real guy in a fucking gorilla suit.
Yeah.
It's gonna look probably more real life than a CGI totally animated.
Well, I don't know about that.
Gorilla,
King-
right? I'm just saying.
The
chances
1933 King Kong does not look as good
I
as...
think the theory
You know what
Cody's
I
trying
mean.
to come up with is
It just depends.
It's almost like a video game. Eventually, they will come up with a video game where they hit start,
Right.
and the video game literally does its own thing.
Exactly.
Like you don't play it; it's a Sims.
It's
They
a
are
Sims
actually
game.
kind of walking around.
They kind of
themselves.
do its own thing.
But
You-
imagine when the computing power is powerful enough, that Sims game, the
Mm-hmm.
little people you see on the screen, really start doing their own thing, and they understand.
free will.
It sounds crazy, but what if that video game, the people in the video game, started realizing like, why are we in this video game?
But consider why...
Wait, Dave.
Like
Maybe that
Jumanji.
means why are we here right now? Maybe
Well, that's what brings this up.
Exactly.
But
why
why-
are we talking about it right
why-
now? We
but
might be the video game
why-
possibly being why are we here right now? We're talking about Sims, but then Sims does it,
Yes.
and then why are we still here right now? Well, guess
But
what the
why-
Sims people start doing?
But why
And
would it
here's-
ever
They
get...
make a video
But
game.
Why would it ever get to the
themselves,
point
and it
where we're
starts
living
over
in a video
again.
game, though? Why would they let that happen?
what
why-
Ooh.
The government. Why
Okay,
would why
listen,
would they
listen,
say
Blue,
let's
Blue.
put everybody in a video game?
Blue.
For
It's
what?
not that. It's not that at all. It's not even. It's not letting people be in a video game. It's we might be a video game and we don't even fucking know it.
But what caused that
And
to
then we
happen to
can
begin
die,
with?
we can get cancer,
maybe
we can-
maybe the world is so bad. Maybe it gets so shitty okay, that it's better to be in virtual reality and to be able to do anything you want as that main guy in free will.
Must be good enough to have enough electricity for all those wires that are going into your brain.
Thousands of years from now.
There
You've
must be
seen
some
the
electricity
Matrix.
going
You've
on.
seen the Matrix, right?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've seen the Matrix. But I'm
that
just
kind of
saying.
answers your
the
question. That's
perfect
kind of what they
concept.
did it right there. The world got nuked and nuked and nuked and nuked, and then the AI got so powerful.
Right.
So you're
They
talking
came
about
up with a fake.
So you're talking about a
world, which
Terminator
is the
scenario.
Matrix.
You're talking about a
You guys are
Terminator
reaching.
scenario where the robots take over. They make us. They
That's
put
possible.
put us into a
absolutely.
video game,
And that's a huge thing.
so
that's,
that we're not in reality.
Well, and that is true because right now there's huge controversy about how far should we let AI go, because every damn movie you see, the AI takes over, and we're at that point right now where we're like, no, let's keep going with it. Well,
But why wouldn't they just destroy us though? If they
no. Here's the thing. So
enslave us or destroy us,
It-
which
this-
one?
this
in
is
the
huge.
movie The Matrix, they use us for power because
Like,
we got body heat.
okay, this scientific research saying that like AI might take over is starting to be a political thing. Like as far as like people in government, it's starting to like people are really afraid. Like how are we going to govern artificial intelligence or computers? Because
Yeah.
pretty soon the tables are the tables are going to turn, right?
Yeah.
So technology is going to advance so much that it's going to truly have a mind of its own, and that's what we're hoping it does, right? Because that's what we need in order for shit to advance,
You
right?
guys, I think Glasses and CJ, I think you guys are just bored with you got making shit up, but
you-
we're in a
Okay,
video
yeah,
game.
no,
If you look at
hold
the
on.
smartest scientists, and these guys are like rewarded scientists, whatever. I mean, they're the top guys. They say it's more likely that we are in a simulated reality than
Where's
being
your evidence?
real right now. I
Wait a
guess.
second.
There is no evidence, but
there's
hold on,
scientists saying this?
there's the same amount of evidence about this as the same as that there's a God and that there's Jesus and that there was Moses that part of the waves. I
we're-
mean, it's the same concept
No, not
essentially.
really.
What we are
Not
trying
really,
to
it's
do
not the
right
same
now is trying to figure out the smallest thing that we can possibly see. At one point, it was an atom. We could see an atom. We're
Right.
like, wow, that's the smallest thing we could possibly see.
And then
They
it got
could zoom
down-
in.
But they're not
Right.
seeing this.
Well,
though.
no, but then they realized, well, they can split the atom. The atom is made up of something, right?
Yeah, but
Electrons, protons, neutrons, right?
But
Well,
this is complete.
I learned that in some
theory.
No,
Theory
but
science.
This
no.
complete theory.
Well, no, there's something that's so
They're
small.
totally theorizing that we're in this AI machine.
What do you think
thousands of years
makes
ahead.
up everything then?
What do I think makes up everything?
He's got a friend named Jesus.
There's a lot of different things.
To the
that-
smallest point, I mean, like the smallest, littlest, tiniest little thing. What is making everything right now?
What is making everything right now is
farts.
God.
unknown, honestly.
That's what they're trying to
Exactly.
find out. Now, guess what they found out just recently?
But this is something that actually has credibility right now, which scares the shit out of me, is that this is a credible scenario that we're in a video game 1,000
Right.
years from now, and we're not aware of it.
What did they just
Because of
find
a
out?
movie that came out in 1999
No,
starring
it ha-
Keanu
no, no, no,
fucking
no.
Reeves.
No, it has something to do with that concept. I don't think
You don't think it started with The Matrix, the movie?
I think it
Does
might have
anybody
helped
think
out,
of
the
this before that?
scientists even said they thought that was a fucking joke until they look. We're digging down deep. We're trying to figure out what everything's made out of. It
So-
seems simple to do, but it's really not. I'm
so
talking about
then-
really small, little, tiny things.
Right.
Honestly,
right.
if we're trying to, if we're this is the cutest dog ever. If we're trying to understand
Right.
what's
Dog in
going
my
on
pants.
with our bodies, with our consciousness, and we're in a video game, then
Wow.
what's the point of dissecting brains and shit
Exactly. That's where I'm
if
getting
we're in
to.
a video game?
That's what I'm getting to.
You know what I'm saying?
They right now the smartest scientist that is digging deep into this looked at the very smallest part of everything and realizes it mimics computer code. Which brings up the whole video
The
game.
DNA does.
DNA is huge compared to the smallest, tiniest thing ever viewed.
No, but what is that mimics
What do you think?
computer code?
Zeros and ones. It mimics zeros and
Our
ones.
DNA or
Not our DNA. DNA is like a strand. So I'm talking about the small. Okay, what if? Okay,
The hell are you looking at?
no. What I'm
let's see.
what I'm asking is how did they come up with the idea that everything mimics zeros and ones?
I don't know if they zoomed in on it.
On the DNA or
It's
genetics?
not the DNA.
What
I don't know
is
how
it?
big a DNA is. I mean, it's like a DNA strand you're talking about.
Yeah, but
Okay.
a
DNA
well,
strand-
I don't
yeah.
know how big that is.
DNA is
Wait, 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 wait.
alphabet soup, a different
But
thing.
all I know is that the world spent trillions of dollars on a machine to explode things together
Yeah,
to
okay.
make smaller
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yes,
That's
that
what
is-
they're trying to do.
yeah,
to
yeah.
see what the smallest, tiniest thing is. So they're getting protons, which is like the smallest thing we can find, I guess.
Yes.
And exploding two protons together.
Yeah, it's photons.
Well, that is a Is it light going across? there?
Photons is light. So at CERN, the Hadron Collider, they're crashing 2 photons, which is 2 little tiny particles of light. 2 little particles of light at each other at the speed of light.
Which
at
they said might cause a
99.99999.
nuclear reaction.
You mean black hole?
They thought
it's
it
what
might
actually
make a
could
black
cause.
hole doing
That's
that.
what they're afraid of, which it can't. But they
Which I hope
found
they don't keep doing it.
They found a new particle doing so while doing that experiment called the Bogues.
Higgs
what was it?
boson.
Higgs boson, which is what it is, Dave. Is a particle that came from nothing. So whenever those 2 particles exploded, all of a sudden this Higgs boson just popped up, meaning that anything could pop out of existence from nothing. And it happened like 4 seconds later after it happened. 4 full seconds
So
after
what the hell does
explosion.
that do with the
Glasses.
computer
Anyways.
simulation?
Keep
so
on
some
going.
scientist, I forgot what his name was. You could probably find him, but he says when you look down at the smallest thing of life, breaking photons apart, it mimics computer code.
10011.
Mimic means I'm assuming they look at it and it looks like computer code, which he's like, we live in a fuck. He's like, there's chances are we do live in a because the smallest thing is computer
So it's
code.
not their DNA.
It's not the DNA. No.
So it's sign of intelligent life is what you're saying, which is God.
It's
Which
possible.
you don't believe in.
No. Here's the thing. You can go along the lines of God might be that guy who started the Sims game. You're right. That could be your God. That could be my God. Yes.
This is an argument I had with Nick a million times.
What's
God,
that?
because God, Nick, you think God is an old dude with a white beard up in the sky, waiting for you to die, and you float up
God.
there.
Why is that any more ridiculous than thinking we're in a video
Hold
game?
on. I'm going to answer the question. I think it's a spirit in the form of a human, yes. I don't necessarily think it's an old guy with a gray beard, but I believe there's a creator of the universe.
Look at Dave.
And I believe in Christ, Jesus Christ and all that. I just don't believe in organized religion. And I cannot tell you what happens when you die.
By the
'cause
way,
no one knows.
don't ever apologize for believing in that because science right now is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it's crazy.
Why
It's
would I ever
ridiculous.
apologize for it?
No, because nowadays, if you believe in Jesus, you're some sort of
Here's-
idiot.
here's the
You're
thing.
Just some sort of
But here's
fucking
the thing
idiot.
with
The
science.
argument me and Nick had was
That's how it goes.
You know what
Dave's
the
like, you
problem-
don't believe in God. I'm like, well, I believe if you think God is the person or something, like you said, a spirit created everything. I do think something created everything. So I guess
Yeah.
that's my God. But I don't think it's an old dude
Right.
floating somewhere.
And here's the
No.
thing. The thing about science is
I
that the way that science works, the more things we find out, the
the
more
less we know.
the less we know / the more questions there are. So people think, oh well, they can't be fucking credible because of it. No, it's just that there's more of these questions that don't have answers. The problem is
all
is that
speculation.
we might hit a point where there's no more questions to solve because we hit this brick wall, and maybe that's why we're in a simulation because we can't.
You'll never find out.
Let me tell you
Nobody
something.
ever will.
Why-
No, no,
why,
I-
Till you're dead.
why can't we go as fast as the speed of
Till
light,
you're
if not
dead.
faster? Maybe
No,
because
I-
because the law in the game doesn't let us.
We know everything we need to know about the planet Earth right now. As far as outside in space, it's all speculation. And these guys like
So,
Stephen Hawking.
Are you trying to say
and all these
it's not
guys-
worth to explore the
No,
universe?
no. Go ahead, but don't act like every time you find something,
You know
it's a
the
fucking
answer.
fact
I
because
think
it's not
you
a
get
fact.
you get closer and closer and closer, but I truly don't believe they'll ever figure out where
No.
we
Well,
actually came from.
but they sure
or
should act like it.
But they'll never. I personally don't think
It's
they'll
to
ever
make
find
money.
out.
It's better to try to
course it's to
find
make
it.
money.
Isn't it better to try to find an answer to try to yearn for
Totally,
more than
totally.
than,
No,
than,
no,
than
I
to just
totally
be
agree.
just
Absolutely.
to be a piece
I
of
agree.
shit?
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
We have to spend money on something.
Dave, you need to
Right.
come next Saturday, and we need to finish this.
Well, I like what Cody said too. What'd you say?
CJ.
When you
CJ.
brought up the curtain thing,
CJ.
what did Cody just bring up?
CJ. My name's CJ.
CJ.
But those
Glasses.
scientists,
It's hard.
but those scientists need to be called out from time to time
What did I
because
say?
they
What do
run
you
the
mean?
whole fucking show.
I forgot what you said.
By
I
the
was
way,
gonna
guys,
say
real quick,
something.
we have 5 minutes and we got to cut it. So
Yeah,
let's
'cause we
keep
got to
on
go
going.
watch the fireworks this 4th of July. And so, but we're having another show on Saturday, everybody.
I
So,
like watching us. It's pretty interesting.
I like
Hello.
watching Glasses over there.
Hi.
It's very mysterious.
It is kind of weird.
Oh,
And I
Cody
kinda
brought up the laws. Like the video game would say, the whole speed of light thing. You can't go faster than the speed of light because the video game says you just. There's a law that says you can't go faster than the speed.
Right.
We need Neo.
Oh, the one. We need the one.
Yeah, I know. We need Neo.
So is
He
so,
breaks all the laws.
So, right. But that would assume that
That was a joke. But you know what? Maybe something's out there like that. I have no idea.
it's possible. I don't know. What's so funny? What's so funny, Candy? What's so funny, Blue?
He's funny.
He's like, that was a joke.
But maybe it's very possible that's something. I mean, Nick, if anyone,
That's
you
fine,
should
guys.
believe in that
That's fine.
probably more than me, because
What's
that's
that,
more
speed of light?
spiritual than anything, I would think.
The speed of light?
No, someone that can break the natural laws of everything would be something spiritual, which is what you believe in. So
No, just what
I don't know.
what pisses me off is that the scientists have been making fun of Christians for I don't know how long, and then like as of late, they've come up with the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard of in my entire life to explain.
I don't know.
Like the Big Bang Theory. Don't you think that's like kind of like
Whoever said this podcast is stupid, you're stupid for not exposing who you are.
who said that?
I don't know. It just came up as a text message. 314-825-3408. That's right, guys. 314-825-3408. This guy just randomly texted me saying, this podcast is stupid.
Looks like you need more to do, buddy.
That's kind of weird. I mean,
No, thank you for your opinion, and please listen in.
wait, who is it? Is it somebody that we know?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, it is. Who is it?
I know. I have no idea. I'm just saying you shouldn't. You know. I mean, there's people who don't like the podcast. Whatever.
Jeff, you're bringing up the Big Bang.
You know what, Blue?
Supposedly-
You're right. I apologize. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, and we hope
And
that
thanks for
you
not telling us
continue
who you
to,
are.
Insult our podcast.
Keep
Not
living
you.
in the dark.
I look very Jewish.
All right,
on
guys. So we
TV.
have exactly 3 minutes left. Is there anything that we want to talk about before we end this bitch? Are we going to keep on going with the simulation?
No, I think we should end it on
What do you
talking
guys,
about the 4th of July.
Yeah, which I want to do. To
The
begin with.
Independence
What are
Day.
you thankful for 4th of July?
I am thankful for our troops. I am thankful for anyone who fights for this country.
Somebody's running for office.
Yeah,
No,
shit.
No, I'm thankful for people who fight for this country.
Do you
put
want me to
their
grab a
lives on
baby
the
so you can
line.
kiss it real quick?
And I thank you for the freedoms that I have today.
Are you gonna kiss a flag?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it.
What?
Go ahead.
Me? I'm thankful for the freedom that America has for me. And it's not only thanks to Trump, but thank you, Trump, for now.
Soldiers.
Yeah, absolutely. The soldiers, absolutely.
The soldiers more so than Trump.
I'm too much of a pussy to enlist in the war, probably because I was too fat back then. But I didn't want to go into war because I
What's
didn't
wrong
want to
now?
be shot, killed. You know what I mean? So
Join the Navy. You'll be all right.
Or Air Force.
Anyways,
We do a lot of bombing now.
okay. Now you're making less of other forces. Anyways, I'm thankful for everybody that protects us, and I greatly appreciate it. How about you, Glasses? How about you, Dave?
I'm gonna say the freedom. I guess that's the only thing I can come up with.
You piece of shit.
Which brings up another fact, which was an argument we had recently. There's something wrong with our military, and we brought up 9/11.
Oh, no.
I could go. This might be a whole nother.
Oh, wait, you mean conspiracy theories?
Save it for
No,
Saturday.
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have to save
get your
that
ass
one.
up
But
here
you know
on
what? I
Saturday,
expect a little bit more
Glasses.
from
Come
our.
on.
Wait, real quick. What are you talking about, real quick? And then what are you talking about? And then we'll go.
The
The hype about our military.
the
but
non-response on 9/11.
Yeah, it failed so badly on 9/11. It was a total embarrassment,
Real
and I don't
quick.
think that would ever happen with any other powerhouse
That's be-
country.
that-
China, Russia, that shit would not have gone.
Do you know
gone down.
why? Do you know why? Real quick, I'm gonna just throw this real quick. Okay, so back when 9/11 was actually happening, these planes were blah blah blah. So they were having these war game simulations throughout the United States. So anything that wasn't a commercial airliner, so anything that was the United States, they turned all the radars off because supposedly they were having war games to try to simulate what would happen if we lost all our radar. Would they still be able to fly where they're supposed to fly? How ironic is that? They were doing it exactly at the same time as 9/11.
They had radar.
Of course they did. It's fucked up.
I mean, the whole country security system doesn't shut down because of a war game.
And there wasn't one plane within a 500-mile radius.
No,
that
it was
had,
embarrassing.
That had a bomb to be able to shoot the fucking play down before it killed 3,000 people.
Our fighter jets supposedly had no bombs on it to shoot down a plane.
None.
That's ridiculous.
None on the East Coast.
The only reason
Zero.
why they're in the air is to protect the United States, and they are not equipped to protect
Exactly.
the United States. That's pretty sad. I don't know what's going on there. But
It was handled.
Well, what? Everyone died.
All right.
It wasn't handled.
You got anything else?
No, it was handled poorly. That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
that was Dave.
Yeah.
The glasses. All right, Blue, anything?
I just want to say that I'm happy for all the different opinions in this country.
Are you, though?
I am, because there's left, right, there's middle, there's far left, there's far right, whatever. I'm glad everybody can still say what is on their mind, and I hope that continues. That's all I
Okay.
got to say.
On both sides.
That's what makes America America. Fucking speak your mind no matter how stupid you sound.
Happy
Are-
4th, guys.
Are we doing a show this Saturday coming up?
I think
I
so.
would love to. It is
Yes.
the 7th. Okay, guys, we're doing a show this coming up Saturday, July 7th. That's right, guys. July 7th at 8 p.m. Central. July 7th, 8 p.m. Central. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Watch us live on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, Pornhub, and iTunes, people. That's right, guys. All right, guys, anything else? Any final words?
Oh, no.
All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network, and we're out. We'll see you guys next Saturday, July 7th. We'll see you guys then. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next Saturday, July 7th. This coming up Saturday, guys, July 7th. We're going to talk about conspiracies and whatnot. Thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate it. This is Going Dutch Radio Network, and we're out.